Hey, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do some more things in these two episodes of TPRR. This time it is FNAF 2. So, I know we have done this a lot of times before, but I I think about a year since the last time I did this. I actually have been playing this for a month, but just every time I've finished recording, then the classic thing like I don't know, too lazy, and then new update came out. So, but now, anyways. I was playing it more in the last video, I think. Anyways, so we're starting off with the animatronics, and the first one is Toy Freddy. And after, like last time, because he got a big update, he looks incredible. I still think sometimes these textures looks a little weird on Toy Freddy. Not weird on the others, but sometimes for Toy Freddy, and it depends on the lighting. You know, it looks like this, and it just looks like it's rainy, which is kind of weird, but like it's okay. He got flashing eyes, which doesn't really work on him. Like it's not even his eyes; it's just his inside of his head, which is, I guess, is interesting take. You can also toggle the pupils and do this. You know, that's totally fine. Glowing eyes for FNAF 2. Also love his idol. It's so simple, but also so good. The detail, like look at the animation. He finally has his good walking animation. Finally, it took so long for him to finally get it. You can also toggle mic. Finally, he can goddamn toggle his mic that took forever. We also have gamer mode, which is so awesome. We also have palette swap to steel wool. But if you watched my last one with FNAF 1, you would know that I think the textures aren't they're not accurate. This is just FNAF 1 textures, which it shouldn't be. It should be how I want the textures, which is not these textures. The colors are pretty much accurate. It's just the textures that aren't completely accurate. We also got Illumix, and man, they look so glossy, so perfect. But I also feel like there should be a different version that was more dirt on it, like not perfect shiny, because I feel like it was there and what I've seen of the game, AR game. We also have statue 3D printed. I don't get the reference. Let me know in the comments down below, but it's fine. I like it. It's cool, I guess. But like Freddy, for some reason his microphone doesn't change, which I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like it should, because that's what the other animatronics do. But for some reason Freddy's do not. At least his top hat and bow tie do versus the other Freddy. But still kind of weird. We also got lights out, which I still think works perfectly fine since day one. Player scan works perfectly fine. His own animation, you know, toy bear stack glitch, toy crawl. Even though I feel like he should also have the animation, but it still it's better than the other shit thing. You should not have microphone for that. That looks perfectly. Oh god, perfectly fine. And his lean left, lean right, that's perfect. But those that are not made for the toy animatronics, like performance, you know, one of the most important with the animatronics in my opinion, because like when you need to perform, well, it looks like this, because for some reason the eyes are completely broken, which has been there since they got the remodel, and it's been so annoying. I don't know why they're not fixed this yet. Like, hello? I'm sorry if I'm a little too harsh on them. I know that you do a lot of work, but like this is one of the reasons why season 2 has not come out yet, because things are this. The same if deactivated. The eyes. Golden Freddy's R15 golden Sid. His legs and hand go through the ground. Sid spin. Also go through the ground. Look up. His eyes are completely a mess. Like, it can look really funny, yes, but like it doesn't work. His sounds are perfectly fine. I still think it's kind of funny laugh. But I also feel like he always has his voice lines, because I don't know why he doesn't. But still, with all the critique I would give him still an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. He's still really accurate. The model are good. Most of it, okay, an 8.5 out of 10 I'll give him. It's just those, okay, he's been, yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I should not talk anymore. But other things that are listed are minor things. But now let's get to Toy Bunny. A Toy Bunny has really got a redemption arc in this free model because, like, oh my god. First off, he can wait, no, wrong one. He can finally have his guitar toggle. Thank God. Instead of using a stupid item so it doesn't look like he's holding. Thank God, that took way too long. But it looks absolutely peak. See, he has the same textures as Toy Freddy, but it's not as clear, which looks better than Toy Freddy. So I think his textures, the way they're used, are way better than Toy Freddy's. But that's just my opinion. His guitar looks amazing. It's peak. Animation, of course, is peak. The same with the rocking sound. We have his yellow eyes and empty eyes. I still feel like he should have kind of glowing eyes, like green glowing eyes. But other than that, it's still fine. And I love we got the kind of psychopath eyes. Thank God they finally added that. Palette swap. Got, of course, this is the one we have. Steve Wool. The same complaints I had with all the others that has the Steve Wool / have wanted design is because the textures are not accurate, but the colors are pretty accurate. Lumix. Same I have with Toy Freddy. It looks great, but also cool with the third version, like, you know, all the weathered down and stuff. And printed, 3D printed. Actually looks pretty good with him. But actually I prefer, yeah, definitely prefer his Scott version. And the others look fine, but again, sounds are fine, but again, maybe it's voice lines, even though hey TPR, well, I can, god damn it, I think I have a pretty good Toy Bunny voice. I'm not gonna lie, I've made a pretty good Toy Bunny voice.
Hey, it's me, Toy Bunny.
So check that out in the description down below. I will put the playlist again in the description. But anyways, yeah, the animations are the exact same problem. Actually, for some reason, deactivate Sid actually works pretty well. Like, other than his tail goes a little through the ground, it actually works way better than for some reason with Toy Freddy. Honestly, I've given him like a 9.5 out of 10. Like, it's not as bad as Toy Freddy, which is insane with Redemption Arc for Toy Bunny because he was absolutely not that great before this remodel. So it's great he finally does have that. Anyways, Toy Chica, her model is pretty accurate. The same with Tick. We can barely see these textures, and that's why I feel like Toy Bunny and Toy Chica looks better than Toy Freddy, because the texture from here is so noticeable. Like, it honestly hurts my eyes a little bit. So I feel like they could definitely update that. You also have the glowing eyes for that. You can also toggle off the beak and the eyes, of course. Kind of cool if you could, like, it was the eyes and the beak was separate, kind of like, so you can have, like, I don't know, a really weird look on her. Look at that, that is so cursed. But hey, it's a thing. Other animation, well, it's barely there. It's just standing like this, but it gave it a lot of personality. But anyways, you also have this. Also, we can of course toggle Cupcake. Let's turn it into stuff. A Cupcake looks, oh my god, Cupcake looks so good now. But when she transforms to Steve Wool, look at that, Cupcake. Also, I forgot, Toy Bunny's guitar also changed when he does that. But, you know, it's just weird why Freddy's does not do that. And again, changed. Yeah, she looks really good. And yeah, she's probably my least favorite of the 3D printer. Like, her colors are not good at all. Yeah. Anyways, animation, I have the same problems as the others. Except, again, for some reason, oh yeah, we can also have this version of Cupcake, which is Halloween pumpkin toy Cupcake. Again, she also works perfectly fine. She works even better than that with that, which is kind of insane. And sounds fine. Again, it's kind of cool if you could add her voice lines in there, but other than that, it's fine. Honestly, I would give her also a 9.5 out of 10. She's even better than Toy Bunny. Like, it was insane how good these two are. The Toy Freddy is just so much more further behind. Mango, and man, she also got such a great redemption arc. First off, the rock animation is perfection. The sounds, the details, are incredible. The idol animation, look at that crazy idol animation. Give her so much personality. Ceiling crawl, well, we still need to fix that, but it's still better because now she has her animation as still her idol animation on there, which is awesome. You can also toggle hook because, well, just because she is technically still a foxy type. We also have yellow eyes, of course, and also empty eyes, which looks so creepy and all that stuff. We also have palette swap to her her wanted design, and look at that. Like I said with the last one with Endo, the endoskeleton's textures are a little different. The colors are way more light, so kind of cool if they did that. Again, actually her textures I think is pretty accurate. I feel like they were like this because it doesn't look like the FNAF 1 texture exactly. So she's actually the most accurate of them. Because I feel like she definitely had this thing. Unless the others also had that texture, so never mind with this video. I actually have to look it up real quick, so I'm not going completely crazy. No, I was right. The textures are really off. Let's see, Mangle. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, the texture should definitely be updated with that, but it's still really good. Lumix, she's just way more shiny, like they always do. Again, I just wanted it more with a down version, and 3D printed, I'm not a big fan of that. Animation, mostly good. I feel like you should just add a few more. If we have deactivated. Okay, I don't know what happened to her there since her ears go like that. They didn't used to do that. You also have to look up, then left, then right. And, oh yeah, I forgot with the others. Crawling. Which is so cool. We have active crawling with animation and it stops. Like I said, it should stop when they stop. Like I said from the beginning. Which is so good. Her works perfectly fine. I have to quickly look at Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica after I look at Mangle fully. The only is like TSD activated, but I feel like she should also have like a. Okay, I guess that's kind of like this. So never mind. But also with these, it actually works like this, which is so cool. But yeah, honestly, Mangle should also of course have her voice lines, but. Man, Mango's really good. Like, honestly, like, other than a few things I said, she's even better than the others. 9.7 out of 10. Let's quickly look at Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica's crawling animation. Yeah, Toy Bonnie is a little broken. Like, his arms goes a little weird when he stops or starts. Especially when he just... Yeah, he's a little broken. I think Toy Chica has the exact same problem. Yeah, she does. I don't think they should... Okay, maybe to a 9.3 out of 10 because of that. But anyways, now let's go to my favorites. The Witherits. Like, the toys are always good and all, but man, the Witherits are the one I love the most. And man, Witherit Freddy looks so good. I really love his walking animation. Sound, I feel like it shouldn't be this sound, kind of because of, again, I don't know, his feet, but his textures are incredible. His head textures also absolute peak. Like, oh my god. His microphone looks so sick. Oh, we got more tickets, let's go. We of course got the lens out, talk pupils, so at night time, so they're like this. The sad thing is, he can't have his black eyes with the pupils. Why? Why can Toy Freddy do it? Why can so many others do it? But for some reason, Freddy can never. Even though, other than Golden Freddy, he's probably the one that's most associated with it, which is so annoying. Why? But his eye flash is also pretty good. For some reason, sometimes at night it can look a little different if you kind of turn it to night. See, it has more blue to it, which I actually really like. It actually looks so cool. You see the little blue tint, which is super awesome. Of course, talk about the microphone. Thank God he finally can do that. I don't think he has an idle animation. I'm not sure. Oh wait, yes, he does. You can also toggle his hat to his hand because you can do the iconic pose. This iconic pose, which is so sick. I love you can do that. The funny thing is, actually, with the animatronics are more detailed in TPR than they are in the actual game, which is so sick. Also love how you can see all of the endoskeleton because actually that was the complaint I forgot in FNAF 1 video that some Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Golden Freddy, you cannot see that endoskeleton fully because it's not as detailed as there is on the main ones, which is kind of annoying because it just adds the immersion. He also have well, this and this. Will look up, lay down, which is literally perfect. It looks so incredibly good. You also have Toy Crawl with a glitch with the iconic pose, of course. But again, like him, the rest of them are not good. Like sit spit. Okay, actually that's not that bad. Wither it sit, he also have Wither sit. The leg is a little broken. It's a little broken. We also deactivate and performance again. Not great looking. Also forgot about Toy Freddy. He should have his own unique toy. The toy. I would call it the toy microphone performance. So it's like, you know, everybody that used to build a Toy Freddy has that performance. And the same with Withered Freddy, like Restored Freddy and that genre, they should have that their own microphone performance. But honestly, I would give Withered Freddy, I think I would give him a 9.8 out of 10. He's basically perfect. It was only those few animation errors. Other than that, like, he's amazing. Withered Bunny, it's been, you know, my favorite. Okay, you should not know that, but he is my favorite of the Withereds. I think he is the fan favorite of the Withereds for a very, very good reason. He's incredible. And look at him, he looks amazing. The details, and he doesn't. I don't think he has an idle animation, which is kind of sad. We can toggle his eyes, and also give him his face back, which looks so good. You can also, if you really want to, give him the eyebrows, which, yeah, never. You can also, again, he looks so stupid for that 1, 2. This looks so good. This is literally peak. You can also have the hoax version. Yeah, that does not look as good. But if you do this, it actually looks decent. Actually looks really good, but the facial version is miles better. Yeah. And then we got his normal face back. And again, look how good that face is. And also we can do that, but again, why would you do that? Because it looks so cursed. And they restored Bonnie with the hoax face. Yeah, again, not that great. And of course the normal one. You can also toggle his arm back, which is so awesome. You can actually do this combo, which are literally peak. Like, it's so sick. You can actually do this. There's such a good TPR, such a good scene. You can do this. You also got lights out, transform to restore, but we're not going to do that in this video. We are the same with lean left, lean right, look up, which is the Withered Freddy, which is, I think it's a little weird because why does Bonnie just have his hand there, like out there? Like, we also have the lay down, which I think doesn't look as good with Freddy. We also got Withered stand, which looks kind of funny because Freddy, he has his hand forward, but Bonnie doesn't, so it looks. Unless, no, that looks stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's still fine. And he has his own deactivate. And we should spin and deactivate it. Which actually works perfectly fine for him because he doesn't have his eyes. Unless you of course choose to have his eyes, then end up looking stupid. I know this is also a kind of weird request I have with a bunny, which we're going to have a lot of weird these witherits. Let me quickly find what I said on the wiki. Yeah, it would kind of cool. And this is really random, okay? But it would kind of cool if he actually has a guitar. You're thinking, but he only has one arm. Well, actually, Saju37, I hope I say this right. The guy that makes this SFM animation, I think that's how you say it. You know, he's going in season 4. I actually have reaction on my channel with his videos. But anyways, in season 2, he has his guitar and could kind of play the guitar with one hand. I know it's silly, but I just think it would be so cool to see, honestly. And his own unique guitar performance, which would be so cool. But yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but like, hey. But other than that, like, he's almost perfect again. Like Wither Freddy, I would give him an 8.9, not an 9.8 out of 10. Another almost perfect. Then we got Wither Chica. Animations are great. Like, she looks terrifying. The texture's amazing. Okay, we can see her head move a little bit, which is cool. Oh, more tickets. Yippee! But we can toggle his eyes, of course, with this. Also toggle Wither Cupcake, which is so awesome they actually added. That's so cool. Lights out, but for some reason, like, it would be so cool, like Wither Bonnie, that you can toggle so she has hands. Like Wither Bonnie can have his arm and face back. Why can't Chica has her hands back? Excuse me. But it's just kind of weird when you think about it. Like, why doesn't she has her hands? But yeah, that's a small nitpick. But like, it would just be so cool. She actually doesn't have the toys as Wither animation. Well, that ends up looking really cursed. But I look up. Yeah, she definitely needs her own set of animation. I don't know why they didn't make that to her. But she does have that, which actually looks really good for her for some reason. She also has her own deactivate, which makes sense. Deactivate, these. Oh yeah, she definitely needs her own set of animation. She only has one set of her own animation, which is Wither Bird deactivate. I know it makes very fine with that, but like the other animations should definitely, like being left, being right, and all that stuff should definitely be her own. Also, her crawling looks interesting. Let's just say that, because I don't know, it looks really silly. This how it looks like this. I think in the game she actually has her arms entirely out like this, like ooh. But for some reason she doesn't here. Maybe they will add that in the future. Hopefully. Let's hope. Yeah, she's not as strong as Freddy and Bonnie. Still give her like a 9 out of 10. I know it's really, maybe it's a little too low, but I don't know. I also forgot again with the animation with Bonnie crawling. Yeah, that definitely does look a little silly, and his hand go through. So again, he needs his own animation for that. So actually, that tracks Bonnie down to an 8.5 out of 10, because that crawling is such an important part of the characters. Anyways, Withered Foxy. Now he honestly has really, like, I'm so, this is maybe controversial, but I think restored as Wither designs are better than the OG designs. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like they're way better. They look so good, especially Fox. I love how he looks in this form. Again, the eye patch and the details are incredible. Sprinting is FNAF 1 Fox. I don't know, sometimes it looks a little silly and sometimes it actually is fine. His eyes go a little too far up. He also took his pupil, of course. Tucker's eyes to look like this, which looks insane. You can also toggle his pirate hat, which is so awesome. You can do that, and the textures are also great. I love that you could do this. It just gives him so much personality. You also have a lot of his own unique animations as well. Like we have Willie Fox hallway stands with the classic. So sick. Eye patch, which looks a little silly. I don't know the way they did it, so it move up, but it's still fine. Yes, lean left, lean right, lean right and left. Look up, which is still weird why it's got that Freddy's. And again, see, it doesn't work as well with Foxy than Freddy. Toy crawl. Toy stand glitch, which actually kind of makes sense. He has this. Actually, with the other wizards, no, with the bun maybe. Not with the tracker. She actually has perfect. But yeah, that actually looks okay. Also, he has his own deactivated Sid. His own deactivated and performance, you know, actually doesn't realize it because, well, the iPad is not up, which it should be, in my opinion. I think it should be like that. I don't know why it's not. Kind of weird. Let's see. Foxy. Also, what I actually kind of forgot about all of them is because they are technically part of the Help Wanted line. They, you know, they are part of the Help Wanted line. So actually, let's quickly search it up. The textures are a little different in Help Wanted, so I feel like they should have their own, well, their own palette swap for that. Are they actually in AI? Actually, never. No, they aren't in AI, but I feel like it would just cool to have the texture so we can complete FNAF 2 as a line. Oh, it's just me going overboard. But no, it's Willie Foxy, honestly, great. 9.9 out of 10. Honest, okay, maybe a little too high. 9.9 out of 10. He's absolutely amazing. Like, other than with the eye patch and the textures, like, and maybe also have his voice lines, he's great. It's amazing. But yeah, they all should have that Help Wanted AI palette swap, because I don't know what. I know it makes sense for AI, but like Help Wanted when they are in that. And I know Golden Freddy wasn't in that, but he should also have those palette swaps just to complete the set, of course. Ooh, more tickets. Yay. He can transform to giant head, which looks amazing, and it does look a little silly, and that's what I used in the trailer, like this. I didn't realize, of course, like this, of course, like, god damn it, why didn't I think of this when I made that video, the trailer. We also got Tucker Eye, which looks incredible. Tucker's microphone, again, thank god he can finally do that, stuff like that. God damn it. Tucker, his hat, of course, so you can make the iconic pose. Damn it. There we go. For some reason, with Freddy, when he walks, his jaw goes through the chest, which is super annoying. That just pisses me off. But he actually does have palette swap, but that's for his accessories. You can have the purple here, which actually looks pretty good, but it just looks so cursed for some reason. We also got red, which I absolutely hate for him. Navy blue is actually pretty good, honestly almost better than the purple one, and the brown is just disgusting. But yeah, again, the same with the animation like all the others. And you should also have the weird voice lines he has, and so yeah. But honestly, it's still great. I would still give him like a 9.7 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, he's still amazing for the most part. Will it bring Bonnie? Ooh, a big one. He got such good design. The only thing I would say is when he walks, like, why does his legs shake like that. And also he should also have like just, well, that fur metal. I know it's because I don't know, because it's technically his FNAF 3 sound, but like, come on, man, it was just been so cool. You can also have empty here, but for some reason you cannot empty that, which is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. But you can also have corpse and toggle corpse like this. Look at this. This is awesome. You can actually do this. So you can actually see him oxidize, kinda. You also got the knife, which it does really work for his animation, which is kind of annoying. Also, why does have that spring trap animation? That should be a animation swap, in my opinion. So I switch to that instead of, you know, he has that, but when he doesn't have the corpse in, which is really weird. It doesn't really make any sense. But we can also toggle eyelashes, of course, because for some reason people done that. Whiskers, which it does look fine, but I prefer without it. We can also toggle vest, which I really like. And also the vest is so detailed. The same with him, he looks amazing. We also got lighter color, which for some reason when in its withered form looks super cursed. His ultimate custom night colors and his multi-color. So when you do this and this, it looks sick. You see he's just slowly molding over to how he scrapped a spring trap, which is awesome. You can of course also palette swap his accessory, like to black, to red, to navy blue, which actually, whoa, that looks really good on him, and brown, which is, yeah, absolute dog shit. Walk, and you know, all that stuff. I actually have made a voice for him.
I'm scared. Help me. I can't control him.
So please take that out. We also have his animations are basically perfect. Like, other than crawl, he needs his own crawling animation. Like, what is this? Why does it still have this? Spring trap is like, other than Wither, I'm talking, spring trap is definitely the one that used the one crawling the most. But still really great. I would give him like a 9.8 out of 10. Really good. Balloon Boy. I don't have much to say about him. Let's actually see what I actually had to say about him. With Spring, with a Spring Bunny, he needs to. You can toggle blood, like when he has used the knife, he has blood on him. The same way they used it on Purple Man on the track. That would have been amazing. Of course, I also got knife stabbing animations would be amazing. Also, because it's the thing I want for just Spring Bunny in total, that he needs his banjo, so you know he can play music, and of course banjo animation. But anyways, Balloon Boy. He finally does. He flows a little bit, but he finally doesn't flow that much. Thank God. You can also talk with these eyes, of course, and talk with the items. Kind of cool if you can kind of make the black and white eyes. I know it actually wouldn't make sense, so never mind. He doesn't have that many animation here. The only one that actually works for him is the idle, which is kind of funny. His eyes change like this to this. Also, he has stands, glitch stand, but the performance, yeah, does not work that well. And the same with deactivated. Again, he needs his own animation with that. And deactivated Sid. You also got hello.
Hi.
You know, hi, hello, all that good stuff. I don't think I have that much to say about him. Of course, he needs a palette swap for his Hell Wanted and AI version. I think he is an AI. Kind of embarrassing if he wasn't. Yep, he is an AI, so definitely need that. And yeah, I don't think I had much to say about him, even in the wiki. Yeah, deactivated, sits glitch, look up, look down, and performance animation, of course. Oh, that's kind of cool. He waves that first now. I realized that, but it's really cool. And JJ is literally the same thing. I think, like, I literally don't think there's more to that story. No, I said the exact same thing. So, so both of them are still really good. Like, I give them a 9.5 out of 10. There is just those. Actually, no, a 9.8 out of 10. Like, they're basically perfect. And again, all of these needs jump scare animation. Now let's go to puppet / marionette, whatever you want to call. The animation here looks incredible. Let's not say, but for some reason, when you toggle the strings and then you say, "Oh, I actually want them back," the actual strings are not there anymore. I seriously have no idea what happened. Also, kind of cool if that string could attach to the ceiling, so it looks like. Well, that's the actual purpose of it, because it looks kind of silly when you think about it, that it's just floating over her head. You can also toggle if you want no tears, which looks so cursed with puppet. You got the Lumix, no tear Lumix, and 3D printed, and no tears 3D printed. But shouldn't there also be a different texture palette swap for the help wanted version with not this texture? Hey, I'm just saying the facts. But when you sprint, yeah, I don't know what even happened with that. So definitely needs an update for that. Also, Puppet has been a little broken with the model. Like, what is this? I say actually how Puppet looks, because it just looks super cursed. Yeah, this is still, yeah, no. You also talk with the eyes, which looks absolutely terrifying. Again, her own animation works perfectly fine. Like, this is actually terrifying. Look up, lean left, lean right. Perfect animation. But the stand glitch deactivated. Like, when you go to the music box, it's not that bad. But performance, yeah, definitely needs an update with that. Let's see what I said also in the wiki. Yeah, palette swap to help wanted version. Let's see, another with the AR version, of course, and that needs to be added. But yeah, basically the same. Yeah, deactivated, stand glitch, deactivated, sit glitch, look up and look down animations. Well, look up is already there, so I don't know why I said that, because she already has that. But like, other than that, like, of course the voice lines added in FNAF 2, but other than that, it's actually really good. Oh my god! It's actually really good, so still give it a 9.5 out of 10. That's still okay. Maybe a 9 out of 10. Like, still a lot of things that needs to be added. Now we go to one of my favorite animatronics of all time, Shadow Freddy. And man, I'm not disappointed. It looks, it's beautiful. What can I say? Other than it's kind of annoying that again the chest go through the jaw, which is so annoying when that keep happening. We also got face, of course, giant head mode, which looks amazing. Talk of mic, which is great. Talk of face. Neon, which is kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. It looks not terrifying, it's just cursed. This looks actually really awesome, but kind of cool if you can also make it suited like type of not type of Shadow Body. It would be kind of cool. But kind of cool if you also got the Luminix like Purple Freddy, just because they are technically the same character, just from the past and the future, you know. So kind of cool if you got that. That look would have been amazing. And the same with the Help Wanted look. Like they all should have. Even though technically he wasn't in the game, I don't care. Teleport the same with Axel Golden Freddy. For some reason, they teleport in the right spot. But for some reason, they're directed to the wall. They should be directed to the chair. How does this keep happening? It's still better than here. Like, I still have no idea why it was like this. Maybe it was because in Help Wanted he's here, but like, why here? Animation, well, the same as all the others. Like, there's no difference. But first now I realize you cannot toggle Shadow Freddy's hat. Come on, why? Why is Shadow Freddy not allowed to that? That's so sad. Why is my boy not allowed to? But yeah, sounds are perfect. So even though in my heart, I would have given him 10 out of 10. I can see his flaws, and he's still a 9.8 out of 10. Still close, but I want to give him so bad a 10 out of 10, but I can't because there's technically flaws in him. Shadow Bunny. Let's quickly look at the wiki. There was actually something I missed. Also, I forgot, of course, restored microphone performance / reload performance. Just because, so with the microphone, of course. Anyways, Shadow Bunny. The animation, amazing. You can have pattern swap to physical suit, which I also think Shadow Freddy should have, because it actually looks really cool. But for some reason, when it's the Funko, it's this concrete texture. Why? Why could it not be the FNAF 1 texture? Why does it have to be the concrete texture? It doesn't make any sense. Change it, please. I really already at 1 out of 10 so far, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm a little harsh, but like, goddamn, it's trash. Teleport to the office. There should also be a permanent activity, whereas the giant Shadow Bunny here, like in the game. Like, come on, that would have been so peak. And the animation, the same with all the others animatronics here. The sounds are fine. And also, I know it's weird, but since Shadow Freddy can have a microphone, why can't Shadow Bunny not have his guitar? And of course get a guitar performance. But on that, he's actually most great. But 9 out of 10. I cannot give him a 9.5 out of 10 with that goddamn concrete texture. Like, goddamn it, I thought we were over that era. Like, goddamn it, why did it give them the texture, man? Anyways, Endo 2. He's really good, like, his rock animation, sound design, you know, everything with that, so good. Of course, we need an update to the suit up, but why is it actually the toy animatronics? Because I don't think, like, the way they look is not the way these look, because we can see, get like Toy Freddy does not look like he has this neck. He looks like he has a total different neck. I don't feel like. Maybe the torso, but like I feel like there should be a different like toy version. Like Endo 02 is more of the restored with the animatronics than he is. So I don't know why he's not have a suit up for them at all. I feel like toy Endo should be a toy Endo or something. Oh, so yeah, his calling looks okay, I guess. Anyways, but pupils, you can toggle to them like this, but I feel like you should also, I know it's technically only FNAF 1 Endo, but I feel like just because he got it, those black and red eyes, those would be so peak on Endo O2. That would look so good. I don't know why they're not doing it. We can also, really cool, we can have Bear, Endo, Bonnie, Chica, a Foxy, different version. Like, that's so cool looking. Instead of this, which is so broken, which is insane. Let's see, what did I also say? Of course, the animation, of course, and also a Hell Wanted and AR palettes, so you can have those color palettes instead. And yeah, that's about it. Like, the sounds are perfectly fine, and yeah, I'll give him a 9.5 out of 10. There's still a lot to improve, but he's getting there. Cupcake, we are only looking at, of course, a toy and with a cupcake in this one. Toy cupcake looks phenomenal. Like, oh my god. But we definitely need to make the part of 80. Was that the part of 87? Swap eyes to these more realistic eyes, I guess. But also, there should be a palette swap, so we can have the palette swap for Help Wanted, AR, and 3D printed. Just like, you literally have that on Toy Chica. They should just give him this. I don't know why he doesn't. Also, what did I also say he should have? I forgot. I kind of forgot. Of course, also, so you can have Play-Doh under. And also, toy cookies, yeah, have palette swap, yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's those few things, like jump scare animation, palette swap, and yeah, I think that's about it. And of course the plate. So 9.9 out of 10. So close. Those three things. Those teeny tiny three things. Oh wait, I forgot. With a cupcake, of course. And also the Halloween toy cupcake. With a cupcake, here we go. And man, look how peak with cupcake is. It's so peak. You know, so it toggles to the eyes. Of course, he also needs a head swap for Hell Wanted. And AR. And jump scare animation. The exact same thing like the other cupcakes. So 9.9 out of 10. Also, I forgot with Chica and Toy Chica is they should have a transform companion, so you can transform into the version of Cupcake, and you can have them in the background, just like with Movie Chica. And I guess we will also look real quick at Toy Cupcake. So it's just actually FNAF 4 Cupcake, so a pumpkin. So I can't really look at it. But anyways, we got Paper Pals. And honestly, I think they're perfect. Like, what do they need? Seriously, what do they even need? We got flossing, like, come on. We got Stand Still.
I like paper clips.
Come on, and they can transform to basically a version of them. They literally need nothing. They're perfect. Or maybe kind of cool if you can, like, I don't know, permanent activity. Like, oh wait, you can remove them like this, and you can swap them out to be yourself. You know, that would be kind of cool. But other than that, like, it's basically fine. It's literally a 10 out of 10, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, there's not many more animatronics, I think. Let me quickly look through this. Like, these are just for the AR. And I'm not doing all these. Those are their own videos themselves. Oh, of course. The Wither toy animatronics. When will we get them? When will they get that remodel? I've been waiting for so long now. Those are another reason why I can't make FNAF 2. Oh, spoilers. But like, come on, man. I just want them so bad. It's insane. I want the remodels more than anything right now. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't really say anything about them. I'm not gonna lie, because they just need the remodel like so bad, and of course have all the flaws that the normal ones have right now. But other than that, let's look at them. It's time for the map. I know this video is fucking long, but these videos are that long. So anyways, first off, Night Guard. We have the outfit for Toy Freddy, but for FNAF 2 Night Guards, but for some reason the Night Guard here doesn't get it. I know other games that get TPR mods can do it, so I don't know why they cannot do it. But anyways, we're mostly going to talk about the map. First off, fix the goddamn lighting issues. Like, ray tracing is nice, but goddamn fix the lighting issue. First off, the balloons also look like they're made of metal. Use the ones that are in FNAF 1, because those looks peak. Got literally everything a balloon should have. But the lighting issue is really bad here. The same with FNAF 1. Like, look at this. It's almost okay, that was actually a little better than FNAF 1, I'm not gonna lie. See, oh yes, I saw a little pink up there, so now there was pink over everywhere. Okay, it's actually better than FNAF 1, which is kind of funny because this got added before. But also, see, going in this light room. Now this hall is super light. There's so much light in the vents for some reason. There's literally no reason for this. And also, you know, I hate you guys need to use E instead of your mouse. The same with honking is so much harder to do. You have to jump and do it. Instead of you could just use your mouse and boom. It was that easy. It looks cleaner, it works better. Again, look how bright this is. This is so incredibly bright, especially when you use the cameras. There's literally no use for this. And you should definitely use the... Okay, here you kind of see. But like, you should definitely use the one that was in Ultimate. I know I'm saying this a lot, but Ultimate Custom Night has the perfect cameras. They literally do. They're so good. They also have animation in them, which is insane looking. What the... But anyways, also... it's a tiny bit annoying. The curtains. What happened to the animation? It's been broken for so long now. Also, the curtains need extra animation. Posters, I don't know why they still haven't been updated to the curtain ones with the current models. The same with the arcades. The same with the plushes here. Why have they not gone to the current models? Also, the entire map here should just get retextured, remodeled. The layout, perfect. But also, this map is really buggy with the papers, like... Also with the loading, like... I'm so little away and it's just deloading. I have this on max. On max! And it's deloading. You can see, boom, gone. What? They should definitely update this map to the quality of Secret of the Mimic, Ultimate Custom Night, FNAF Movie, Glitch World. Those maps are peak with graphics. I know graphics aren't everything, but because the animatronics has advanced so far now, they look so out of place in these maps because they haven't the graphic quality as the animatronics. So that's why I'm saying this, especially because we know you can do this. But yeah. Also, the way lighting goes, like you can have now that in Secret of the Mimic, the way the day goes looks so good. With you can see the day slowly lower instead of having the same the entire day and then night. Instead of Secret of Mimic, we can see that they go through, which is so peak. And also, another thing, I actually didn't even talk about in FNAF 1 map, I don't even think I talked about this in FNAF 1, was that there should be weather. You know, sometimes there could be raining, sometimes there could be cloudy, sometimes there could be thunder maybe. sometimes a little foggy or something. I don't know, just to add some atmosphere. Oh, fogginess could happen Halloween. You can have like, oh, it looks so good. And with the winter maps, you can have snowing instead of raining, which would be so cool. But whether it's random, unless of course you are in a private server where you can, you know, change the weather by your own command, which would be so sick if you could do that. That was a brilliant idea I just came up with. Maybe they're already working on that, who knows, honestly. But at least just the daytime thing would be peak. But again, the map layout, I love the map layout. I love it. Of course, they can always like expand it, like some of the other buildings you can explore, or maybe beyond here. But like, I love the layout. I still love it. Still, it's amazing layout. I love it. You can see the junkyard here. The police station is all the way over there. We got warehouse there. Electricity station there. I really just love the vibes here. You can of course always expand it, and of course graphic overhaul with the better graphics and all that stuff. But other than that, like, I love the layout. So yeah, that's my goddamn long video about everything. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed this long video. And of course, the others will also be long because we have to cover, of course, FNAF 3 and Simulator in the same video. Or maybe I should, yeah. And FNAF 4 and Sister Location and Restore animatronics and Fredbear's Family Diner in one video. And then they will get a little shorter again. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, nothing more to say to you guys. Have a beautiful day, guys. Goodbye.